Hello and welcome to week 3 of the Morning Routine Challenge. At this point in the challenge, you have already worked on your sleep, which means having a great wind down routine, getting to bed earlier, making sure you're getting enough sleep, as well as waking up earlier, waking up at the goal time that you have set to wake up, and also starting your day with energy, with some energizing practices like drinking water, brushing your teeth, getting dressed. And this week, we are going to focus on actually starting to craft this ideal routine, morning routine that we want to have in our life. So we're going to actually start building things into that. We want to have a routine that fuels our day, a routine that really helps us to reach our goals. And one of the best ways that we can really get excited to wake up in the morning is to actually look forward to what we do in the morning. And in order to look forward to those things, they need to be things that give us a lot of positive emotions, make us feel good, whether it's happiness, joy, excitement, or calm or peace. Having these feelings that we crave will make it when that alarm goes off and it feels really early, we will be excited to jump out of bed. Even if you're a night owl, you can get so you're excited to jump out of bed if what you're gonna do gets you really happy, if it makes you feel all these positive emotions. So that's what we're gonna start adding into our routine this week, something that makes us feel really good. And these kind of practices are what I like to think of as morning medicine. These are things just like medicine is there to help us feel good. If we're feeling poorly, if we're sick, they help make us feel whole. These are practices that make us feel really good. And it can be different for a lot of people. It can depend, although there are a few common denominators for a lot of people. Now, my morning medicine, I have two things that I do no matter what. Now, while my ideal morning routine may include far more things than that, like I like to meditate, I like to do other things. The two things that are so essential, if I can only do two things, they are exercise, they are just sweat. Even if it's just for 15, 20 minutes, I like to get exercise in. And the second thing is reading scriptures. Well, I read a lot and I have different times of the day where I try to fit in reading. Starting the day reading scriptures for me personally is good to have thoughts more outside myself, and to kind of start my day on a more spiritual plane really is important for me. So those are my two things those are my morning medicine. So what you're going to be doing is figuring out what is your morning medicine. What are the things that really feed you, that really change your mood, that make you feel so much better. So think of that. Now, ask yourself, if you can only get one thing done in the morning, what is going to make you feel the best? Now, of course, like I said, this could be different for everybody. For a lot of people, though, it is exercise. And research supports that. People who exercise in the morning are more likely to exercise. Morning exercisers, on a whole, exercise more than people who tend to schedule in the evening because our willpower is a finite source. We don't have a lot in the evening, so it's easy to can our workout. So working out, exercising, maybe prayer or meditation. Perhaps it's reading something uplifting, personal development, or scriptures. Maybe it's journaling or crafting. It all depends on you. So think about what that is for you. And that leads us to this week's challenge. In addition to the other practices we've been working on, like getting better sleep, having a good wind down routine, setting a bedtime, and then also waking up early and starting out with drinking water, brushing our teeth, and getting dressed, we're going to now fit in 15 to 30 minutes of a really practice that makes us feel really good, whatever that morning medicine is for you. And I would focus on just one thing starting out, even though you may come down and like me, that there's two things. Start with the one thing that's the most important and we can build on that later. But start with the one thing and just start with 15 to 30 minutes because that's something doable. Even if you want to do more down the road, start with a time that's doable. You're building this habit. Start small so you can go big later. And that is this week's challenge. Let me know if you have questions, and I hope that this is going well for you. I hope that this has been beneficial. It's been really fun for me to do it because I am totally obsessed with mornings, and I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear how it's going. What are your challenges? What's been going well? So there you have it. This is this week's challenge, and I will talk to you next week.